What is up, guys? Melik here, and today we are back in action playing some Feed the Beast Infinity. It's gonna be freaking amazing. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and yeah, I love your faces. So today I've actually died in the past couple of days since the last video. I've died like 4 times because this stupid ring, every time like I log in and out, or if like I go to another dimension, if I'm like flying at all, the stupid belt of flight like stops working, and it causes me to instantly take death fall damage, even if I only fall for like a foot. So I've died a lot, which is kind of sucks. So we're gonna be looking and making like a better flying thing, probably the one from Extra Utilities. But I've been doing a lot of stuff to the base. We have started on the next level, and I like it. I like it so far. It looks really, really good at night. We've also, I've installed some things to give it light. Carpenter's blocks with glowstone, so we have light all around here. We'll check it out once it's nighttime. But yeah, this is the next. I feel like as I go up levels, it just gets crazier and crazier. So I might like redo the bottom a little bit, and maybe just kind of like all around match it a little bit more. But as you see, I wanted to add a different color. I've started to add red, and at first I didn't really like it, and I think one of the other guys I had looked at didn't really like it either, but it's actually started to grow on me, so I'm starting to like it more and more, and I think I'm going to keep it. So around the front we have like the two tall thing right here. So we have the window, and then like the window that goes over the window that's not actually a window. Like I don't know. I just kind of made it up or whatever. Then down here we have the 2 side things. I've actually converted this into like a little porch area. Then we have a doorway. So also one thing that I'm not sure if people get is I'm actually going to be filling up most of these windows right here with glass, but I want to do like maybe some kind of stained glass thing, so we're going to see exactly what that's going to be like whenever I first do it. I'm not sure which glass. I kind of maybe want to use like the Ars shimmering glass. I think that would look really cool. But yeah, this is the base so far. I think it's really starting to shape up, and I'm really enjoying building this base. It's been awesome. Now up here, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, but I was thinking about doing twin towers and having bridges going between them as it goes up, or I could do one central tower that has like big tall windows at the bottom, then kind of has like smaller windows at the top. I'm still not 100% sure. I've just been kind of like playing with the idea. We're going to have it go up and, you know, do all kinds of crazy stuff. So let's see. Off camera, I haven't done anything to this guy. I don't think I actually have shown you guys this in action yet. We might as well look at this in action when everything is kind of like doing its thing. Okay, so this is off. We still got the secret stairwell, which I really like. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we removed Lycanites, so that's actually reduced a lot of our server lag. We were having some pretty bad server lag, but it was all Lycanites. So Lycanites is definitely a single-player mod, or if you play with it on a server, you don't want to have that many people. Maybe just like you and a couple friends or something. It's definitely not meant to be people thousands of blocks apart and stuff like that with big, massive bases and moving around a lot. So yeah, this is the way this works. I would normally just keep this right here, and these guys kind of just fall. All the stuff gets sucked into this, and everything is good. I mean, the rates are pretty good. I mean, it's not absolutely amazing, but I think it's really, I mean, it's good enough, right? You know what I mean? Also, what I've done is I went over to Nyan's base. If you guys remember a couple episodes ago, I helped him build a big reactor. I actually helped him build 2 turbines and a big reactor, and they perfectly match. What I mean by that is big reactors has a lot of math behind it, meaning like each turbine uses a very specific amount of millibuckets a tick of like steam or whatever to turn the turbine. And we did like 2 powered by 1. I think it's a 7x8x3 reactor, and it produces the perfect amount of steam. So we might go check that out here in a little bit. But also last time I said we're going to start into robots. And then, as you see, I put a chest right here because this actually auto-outputs into the chest. And then each of these guys take like 10 million RF, so they're really expensive. The rest of this, I think this is like 800K, and then this is like, you know, whatever, 100K or something RF. But yeah, these redstone crystals take freaking forever, which is ridiculous. Also, I don't think I've really done anything else besides that. If we come over here, so I want to start. So we need to make power, right? We're really low on power always, and these lasers just kind of kill everything once they're on. And I think they actually use power just being on 24/7. I could be wrong. I think our Corey's off now, so I think we're producing enough power. Yeah, we're producing enough power easily because our Corey's off right now, and by that, it's like already fully mined everything. So we're going to make power. Now, I want to make the biodiesel from Immersive Engineering and pump that into an advanced generator. But to do that, we actually need more power just because I'm assuming the robots are going to take power and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to play with a little bit of robots, but we're also going to kind of like kickstart our thing with some Syngas. I think it's called Syngas. Yeah, it's called Syngas. So I have some parts here. These guys are all pretty easy to make. It's just basic. Like, I think it's mostly just redstone and iron. So we're going to make this guy, and I guess we could just make it out here. Now, the way the advanced generators work is it's a custom multi-block, but it doesn't have to form a specific shape. You just need a bunch of things together. So to make Syngas, we need a Syngas controller. Also, I don't know the math behind this all very well, so you guys are just going to have to, like, I mean, not trust me on this being the most efficient thing you could possibly produce. But you need a Syngas controller, and then you need some heat chambers. What the heat chambers do is actually convert water. I'm going to use 5. You can use up to like 25 to 50 of some of these parts, so you can make really big advanced generators. So yeah, you need heat chambers. They actually produce steam from water, or you can actually just pump in, I think, lava directly into this without the heating chambers. But this is mostly just to produce steam or whatever, because you need steam to kind of like heat this up or whatever. So yeah, you can actually make these Syngas producers without the heating chamber as long as you're pumping in lava or something. But yeah, and this guy right here is the mixing chamber. This actually mixes, I think, the steam and the coal to make, or maybe it changes the coal from a solid fuel into a liquid fuel, into Syngas. So you can use coal, you can use coal coke, you can use, like sugar, charcoal, and anything that really burns. And then we're going to get some fluid inputs and outputs, and then item inputs and outputs. So let me go ahead and do this. So we have a output. Actually, I'm going to switch these guys. Boom. We have a intake, and then we have an outtake. And then I guess I should have probably build this in the exact same spot I had before. I was just kind of like testing it out before, kind of seeing how it works and researching it a little bit. Okay, so now we just had to hook up water to this. So I already have a water thing right here. We're just going to hook it up into the intake, and you guys will notice this will start to fill up with water right here. So this water, you need coal, and it produces steam, and then it makes syngas. So let me grab some coal. We're just going to grab a bunch of blocks. It doesn't really matter. Now, I could use this as like a permanent setup instead of using the fuel, but chopping down trees and using a tree farm as a thing is going to be probably laggier than actually, let me grab 2 stacks of these guys since we have plenty of coal. It's probably going to be laggier than just having like robots do a farm. So I decided I think this is going to be better. Plus, the other way, the Syngas using biodiesel is going to be a little bit of a better setup, I think. Anyways, but yeah, we have some carbon. It's going to start producing, it'll heat up. Once it gets up to 200, I guess, heat units. I'm not exactly sure what that stands for. Heat units. It'll start producing Syngas. I think at 150 it starts. Yeah, 150, and then 200 is like the max kind of efficiency you can have. And there we go. We're starting to produce Syngas. Now, what we can do is we can actually, let me grab a wrench real quick. We can actually grab this guy. I have a little portable tank right here. No big deal. We can stick this like just right there, and it's going to start filling up, automatically outputs. So you see we have some Syngas in the portable tank, and then we're going to pump the Syngas into a gas turbine from advanced generators. Now, I don't have all those parts made up yet, and I haven't done that before. So I think what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to try to make all those parts, and then we're going to try to build one. But the thing, the main things you need is you need turbines. Now, we probably want to go ahead and make the best turbines you can. I think you can have up to 50 turbines on one generator, and each of them can produce up to 500 RF a tick. So we can either do Enderium turbines, which is just going to be exactly the way it sounds, is you need 5 Enderium to make some of these blades. Then you need to surround 8 of these blades around a single Enderium ingot. Now, we can use that, or we can make Vibrant, which is from Ender.io, which I think might actually be a little cheaper to make. So let me go ahead. Oh, yeah, this has stuff in it, doesn't it? Yeah. We have energetic alloy. Now, to make vibrant, we actually need, let me see. Let me go ahead and put something right there. Yeah, you need energetic alloy and ender pearls, and it'll start to do kind of like some magic or whatever to make vibrant. So yeah, I'm going to need a bunch of vibrant. I'm going to need a bunch of a lot of things to actually make this. Okay, we're back. So I have completely made a crap ton of vibrant, and by a crap ton, I mean not that many. But this should be more than enough for what we need to do. Now, I do think vibrant is easier to make because we have stuff like, I mean, it just requires gold, glowstone, and redstone. We have like lots of that. Maybe not glowstone, but glowstone isn't really that big of a deal. Ender pearls are the thing that we're lacking now. I did snag a bunch of ender pearls from like the farm a few days ago, but I don't think it produces ender pearls anymore. Or maybe it does. I'm not exactly 100% sure. So what I want to make is I want to make some vibrant turbines. So we need some of these guys. So we need, I guess, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make 20 because I think, let's see, 20 of those, and then we can come right here and we can make how many of these? 2. Okay, so we can make 2. So we can actually turn a few more of these. Actually, let's turn those into, no, we want to do something like, oh, no, yeah, we need a little bit more vibrant, but that's fine. I think we're producing a little bit more vibrant right now. I'd like to at least make a few. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So let's make one more of these guys. Let's see, 1, and then we will make one more. Boom. There we go. So we have 3 rotors, and they produce each up to 500 RF a tick. Now, to make this, I've made a few things. We need a turbine, or we need a controller, first of all. We need fluid intake to have the syngas come in, or eventually the biodiesel. We need a fuel tank. This guy actually allows it to hold up to 16 buckets pure fuel per fuel tank. Now, that's not really that big of a deal. We'd probably only need 1, but I decided to make 4. We need some flux generators, so these guys actually are outputs for the power. I figured 3 might be fine in case we want to have different outputs for different things. And then also, this can produce EU as well, so we can do LV, MV, and HV for EU. Also, I made something called a fuel air mixer, which actually increases the fuel efficiency to 135%. We can make another one called, I guess, this guy, and it puts it up to 185%, but you actually have to have this one on there first before you can use this one. So this is pretty cheap. All we need is we need a pressure valve with either advanced alloys, which is from IC2, or use 8 Enderium ingots in an induction smelter. So I have a few of these guys. Let's go ahead. Where is my... Okay, there we go. There's an induction smelter. I was like, where was this thing at? So we want to do, let's see, let's do 2 of these guys. And then I think this is perfect, actually. Yeah. There we go. Awesome. So we're about to have the second one. This is a little bit expensive, but, you know, like, I think it's worth it probably because we're definitely going to have to make that eventually. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the vibrant things. Let's see. We need 3 of them. Yes, that's perfect. So I think we're good, guys, except for we also might want a way to store power. So to store power, we need capacitors, which needs redstone, gold, and copper. Let me go ahead. Let's do some of this, and we'll make a whole stack of these guys. There we go. Some basic capacitors. I'm going to stick everything else that I have in my inventory in there, and that's a good thing about that. I can just right-click that instead of doing all the other individual things. It's really, really good. And then we want to make one of these guys, right? So we just need this. And then to make the next tier, we actually need a double layer capacitors, which needs energetic alloy. So yeah, maybe we'll just make a couple of these right now. We'll just make 6. Sure, why not? And we'll eventually upgrade this to be into the 5 million and then the 25 million. Once I get a bunch of like excess energetic alloy and stuff like that. I mean, I guess I could go ahead and do a few of them right now. Let's go ahead and make, I guess, all of them, 15. We'll make 15, and then to make this, we just need, I think we have everything we need, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, sweet. So let's go ahead and do this. 3, and then what else am I missing? You know what? 3 is fine. Having 15 million storage is perfectly all right. So I think we have absolutely everything we need to make this guy. Now, the question is where do we want to make it? Now, we could make like a dedicated power area, and I was actually thinking about doing that. Maybe we could do it off the side of this bridge, but it might look weird if we had like a floating building off the side of here. I might work in that later. I think for now, we're just going to kind of like test out the waters and see the way it works a little bit. So let's go ahead and grab the turbine controller. We're going to stick this guy right there. Boom, why not? Let's do some advanced power capacitors. We're going to just use those. We're going to do a fluid intake valve. I guess we could just stick this guy right here. And then we want to do, I guess, from some flux generators. We'll just stick these guys right there. And then we need some fuel tanks. So we're going to go ahead and stick these guys right there. And then I like how this can be like any shape. I think it's pretty cool. Then we'll just stick, you know, the turbines like right here. And then I think this is good, right? So all we need to do is pump in the syngas into this, and we're going to be making some power. Then I have to find like a neat little location to actually stick this guy, which is going to be freaking amazing. I like this mod. I feel like it's a little too simple, actually. That's my only problem with this. I feel like it's too simple. But you know, like, I mean, I guess you can make it as complicated as you want. Like, I could get really into it because they do have, you can do like sensor modules. So you can say like, you know, when fuel is low, shut off producing energy, or when energy is, you know, high, turn it off until it gets low again. You can do all that stuff, and I am going to do that eventually, maybe like soon, once we kind of get our factory up and running. But for now, I think that is all. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was getting fuel. Okay, yeah, I was like, what am I doing? It took me a little bit. I was like, what the heck is going on? Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this. We're going to do this, and we'll just say like, boom, ignored. It should pump out of here. This should be starting to make power. Okay, so we have a bunch of syngas, and oh yeah, this is making 15,000 RF a tick. Oh, nice. We have 400,000 energy. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is like a good temporary storage. Now, the thing is this guy probably can't produce. Oh, yeah, we already ate through all of that coal. Holy crap, we ate through so much coal. So that's the one reason I don't want to do this, because we're going to be eating through a crap ton of coal, like trying to just run this off syngas. Now, there is probably better ways to do this, and I probably, using this many like mixing chambers and heating chambers might make it inefficient or something. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, yeah, we want to do this guy too, the air fuel mixer. So that should make it 135% more efficient. And then we were making this guy, so we want to do no energy. Why? Oh yeah, because this isn't hooked up. It probably needs to be hooked up to get energy, right? That's the way the mods work. So yeah, this is going to be making it, and I guess we'll make the upgraded version here in a second. We just need a piston. This guy, I think we have everything we need except for this little thing right here. Right? Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to actually stick everything up here. I decided to start building a little platform. I'm going to have a little way in the center, and this is going to kind of like cover the plants a little bit, and it'll be good too, because then I won't have to deal with like rain while I'm down here. I think it's a good idea to actually start covering this guy, these sides up a little bit with some stuff, and it'll give us some like multi-layer opportunities, and I think it'll look really cool, especially if we do some nice support structures underneath. I think it'll look nice and fancy, and you know, add a little bit more stuff to our base and area. Now the goal is to eventually fill up all of this stuff right here with things. Like, I want to fill up the entire base with things, just like the bottom level is. Like, that first bottom level is, or I guess that's the second floor, is completely filled up with things. So that's my goal for the rest of the base, and then everything else. I want nothing to not be used. That's the goal of the whole building here. So it's supposed to look good, and I really want it to be functional as well. Let's go ahead and build this. Now, this is just going to be the platform, so it's nothing special. But it is going to be a building, and I actually have a cool idea. We might not get it done today, but I would like to at least move the power to be right here, and we can have like a dedicated power plant area. Then we can have all the stuff come from the crops into the power plant. I think it would be really cool. And if we use conveyor belts and stuff, I'd like to do it in such a fashion that we can see everything on conveyor belts, like going into their, you know, selective locations and all that kind of stuff. I think it'll be really, really cool. Now, what we could do is we could go ahead and start making the stuff from immersive engineering, and I might actually start doing that to start making the biodiesel. Let's see, immersive. Okay, so I have these guys kind of hooked up. I haven't worked on that anymore. We're going to actually make our first robot and kind of mess with it. So I've made something called a integration table and a programming table. And the programming table is actually the way you program this. So I'm going to stick one of these guys right here, and then we want not a farmer. We don't have to worry about farming. We want a harvester. So I've selected that, and it should start sending power to it, right? Or do I need to like hook this up via normal power? Okay, there we go. I just replaced it down. Maybe it was the position, or maybe it was bugged. Okay, so that actually did it work. That worked instantly. Okay, so now we need to stick the robot in the integration chamber and stick in the harvester, and then I guess, oh, maybe we can do like, oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Let's try something else. Let's go ahead and stick this guy in here, and then we can do, let's do a picker upper. Let's see, pump, miner, shovelman, bomber, delivery, delivers items upon request. That's actually, that would be really cool. Let's see, carrier, let's see, moves items, picker. Let's do the picker. Then see if we can actually do multiple things on one robot. So if we do like something like this, Oh, okay. So you can't make them do multiple jobs, I guess, or maybe you can. I'm just doing it wrong. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, so you can't. Maybe you can. Comment down below if you can actually make these guys do more than one job. But what we're going to do is we also need a zone planner as well. So let's get a zone planner. Let's see. Okay, so I've been playing with this a little bit, doing some research and seeing exactly how this works. So we have a robot. We have some other stuff. I've made some quartz and then some emerald gates. I made quartz at first because I thought that would be good, but I decided let's just go ahead and make some quartz and gates. Then we have some docking stations, and I'm not sure what I've cut out at this point, so I'm going to try to kind of explain everything from the beginning. But we have a zone planner. You need something called a map location, which is something really easy to make. You need this thing called a zone planner. Then we can start mapping out some zones. So you can pick any color you want, like, for example, you know, black. It doesn't really matter. So then you stick this guy in here, this map location, and then let's zoom in a little bit. It's actually reversed. You actually kind of like zoom back to zoom in, which is really weird. Then we're going to mark a location. So I'm just left-clicking and dragging all the way across. Then this is going to be our location. For some reason, it like does things. Let's go ahead and let's do remove. I think this is. There we go. So we remove this bottom area right here. This is just to add and remove locations if you want to like pretty much fine tune your thing. So let's just like remove that right there. There we go. So this is, I think, a perfect area. Then I think we can just like put this right here, and then let's see, full screen. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure how you do this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have a map location. So you just stick it in the top right. It goes all the way down. We have a map location. So we can just like start doing this. So I want to do this whole area with one robot. So let's just go ahead. We need a kinesis pipe. Doesn't matter what type of kinesis pipe. Of course, this needs power, so you need something that can transfer enough power. You need to stick a docking station on top of it. You need to stick a robot right there. Then we're going to do a emerald and gate. Let's go ahead and do this. And the reason I'm doing this is just because it has the most options and you can do multiple things. So for example, let's just say, let's see, mana burst, high energy, low energy, items and storage. Okay, so we're going to say work in area, I think. Yeah, so work in area, and then that's only true if, I guess it just says, yeah, if space in inventory, then we want to say, let's see, open output only? Maybe, possibly. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see, load, unload, wake up, filter. We can just really, let's see, forbid, request needed items, open, maybe, possibly, I'm not exactly sure. Power traversing. We want this to work in this area, so I need to figure out like how to get this to actually do everything. This is the correct robot. I guess I want to play with it a little bit and try to figure this out, and I will be right back. Also, I need to figure out the power situation. I would like for this to work, but it looks like it's not actually connecting up to this very well. I mean, I guess I could maybe stick. Do I have to do something like that? And then does this work now? Yeah, this works. Okay, so it's charging. Okay, so yeah, I just had to put a wooden kinesis pipe right there. And then power, we just say pipe empty. Let's see. Power redstone signal on. Okay, there we go. Look. It's doing stuff. It's doing stuff. So it's harvesting the crop. It does have compatibility. We want to say... we probably want to just say with redstone signal off, because I mean that just means it's going to work all the time, right? Yeah, redstone signal off. It's going to work. It's starting to harvest these guys. Now, I guess we're going to need another robot to actually put items in an inventory. So we could just do something, I guess, like this. We can just stick a emerald and then do another robot and then have it like come along, pick everything up, and then kind of like store it right here, and we'll have it automatically go in here. Something like that. I want to play with it a little bit. I think what I'm going to do, though, guys, is I'm going to go and call it here. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go and click the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It helped me out tremendously, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, sorry for ending it right here. Just we're out of time pretty much, and I have to go do some other stuff. And mostly what I want to do with this was just do this today, and then I guess we just give a little start into robots and try to kind of figure it out slightly. And I think I kind of get the gist of how it works. This is going to just harvest everything, which is really good. I'm glad it has a compatibility with AgriCraft, which is really good. And I think it's cool. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be really, really good. And it's going to work only in this area. So now we just have to like have a robot just come pick everything up. Once it picks it up, we want to have it placed in here. then everything should be good. So I need to make a pickup robot. We'll work on that and hopefully complete this whole system next time.